They're holding banners and placards. Here's a woman holding a Union Jack defiantly, with squaring off against masked Antifa members. Can we see your sign, please, madam? Madam. It says. Can't quite see what the sign says, but literally squaring off here. A lone. I mean, it's the personification of Britain at the moment. A lone British woman, you know, by herself, defiantly holding up a Union Jack flag against a sea of Antifa masked protesters. This is her view. If we move round now, this is the view she's faced with as she stands alone holding her flag.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome yourselves back to another controversial episode. In this video today, I'm going to be talking about something that upsets a lot of people in this country, the leftists, the liberals, and the politicians, because for whatever reason, these people will defend it until they're blue in the face. As you can see, I'm going to be talking about immigration and how things are getting so intense over here in the UK, because the British people with common sense have had enough. People with common sense can see how this issue is impacting people on a day-to-day basis, but what do the government do? Nothing. In fact, they make things worse, and you know, it's reached a point where I don't even know how much I can say on this issue, because the government now is actively spying on people and what they are saying on social media surrounding this whole issue. Expose Labour's plot to silence migrant hotel critics. Email reveal Whitehall spy unit complaining to tech firms about content mentioning asylum seekers and two-tier policing. Yeah, that headline is no joke. You know, people outside of the UK don't actually realise how dystopian things are getting over here. Our government really don't want people talking about this issue in a certain way. An offensive way. Don't say anything mean, hateful. Mate, just get a grip. And what makes me laugh is a few days ago, Keir Starmer on live TV in front of everybody said this.
Welcome to free speech today.
Well, free speech is very important. I don't know if you're referring to any place in particular. Perhaps they are, but
we've had free speech for a very, very long time here, so we're very proud about that.
Right, if we have freedom of speech in this country, then the sky is also red. But what we are now seeing in this country is more and more protests outside of hotels for asylum seekers. Yes, we are allowing people to come into the country claiming to be asylum seekers and then putting them into hotels across the country, whilst you have at the same time British citizens struggling to make ends meet. Let's be honest, the British people are not a priority for this government and haven't been a priority for past governments either, because if we were a priority, they would fix this issue. They would not give people coming into this country more benefits than people actually living here. Wait, hold on. I gotta stop myself, man, because they're probably watching this video. Hey, how you doing? Now, we're not going to stop, actually, because certain things do need to be said. I know they want to shut everybody up, but the truth has to be told. It's not just the free things they're getting by coming into this country. We are also seeing people coming into this country and committing crimes. How we can be allowing so many people into the country and we don't know who they are or where they're from and what their intentions are is just beyond me. And yet, if you have a problem with all of that, if you care about the direction your country is heading in and you care about people's safety as well, what happens? You're mean, hateful, you're far right, you're a racist. That's what they come out with. Shut up. But moving on from that, recently there was a protest by the Thistle Barbican Hotel in Islington that is housing asylum seekers. And we saw not only people protesting against this, but obviously radical leftists countering the protest. We also saw asylum seekers in the hotel laughing, filming, waving, and blowing kisses at protesters. Yeah, this is what is going on in this country now. Again, I don't want to say anything too much because I don't want somebody watching this video and finding it very mean. How dare he say such a thing?
How dare you?
So before we carry on with this story today, ladies and gentlemen, if you could, make sure to leave a like rating, as it really, really helps out the video, especially on topics like this that will get censored, unfortunately. So the more people that like this video, the better chance it has to counter that. And the more people that like it as well, the further it gets pushed out into the algorithm, which means more and more people can watch this and we get hopefully closer to 100k, which is absolutely insane. And if you are new and you have stumbled across this video and you want to join a channel that talks about controversial topics, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. All of you share this video, follow my socials down below in the description, and let's get into it. So as you can see on your screen, the Daily Mail have reported breaking news, and this is just crazy. Migrant hotel residents film and laugh as they watch protesters and counter-demonstrators clash on streets of Islington. Yeah, so whilst people are on the streets clashing because of their different political views, etc., etc., the people in the hotel, they are laughing at all of this. They're filming it. They're waving, blowing kisses towards people. Those people are benefiting from being here whilst laughing at everybody clashing down on the streets. People believed to be migrants have been seen filming and laughing as protesters and counter-demonstrators clash in the streets of Islington. A protest against the use of a Thistle City Barbican hotel in Islington, North London, accommodating asylum seekers, began on Saturday. A counter-demonstration also emerged, of course, because these people just can't see common sense, with brief clashes between the two groups before police separated the opposing sides. People believed to be migrants watched from open windows inside the hotel as protesters chanted and banged drums in the street below. They could be seen filming on their mobile phones, which they probably got for free, as the two groups went head to head as well as smiling. The Metropolitan Police has imposed conditions on both the protest and counter-demonstration. Local protesters gathered under the banner "Thistle Barbican needs to go, locals say no" this afternoon, while some could be seen waving Union Jack flags. Oh, how dare you wave the Union Jack flag? That is controversial. A counter-protest organised by Stand Up to Racism. Yeah, the leftist liberals seem to think in their very strange minds that this is racism. But this is supported by former Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn, as well as other groups including Finsbury Park Mosque. And Islington Labour Party is also taking place. Now let's take a look at some of the images. As you can see, those are the supposed migrants laughing, smiling and filming at everybody clashing. There we have people waving the Union Jack flag. You have people clashing with police. Man, this is what is going on. But let's get into some video footage now of these protests taking place. We have Ben Leo from GB News, I believe that's how you say his name, and he goes on to say, police stand off against masked Antifa, of course, who have turned up en masse at the Barbican Hotel protest in London, balaclavas, etc. Cops tell me no enforcement order in place for removal of face masks like we saw at Epping last weekend, which has caused some concern to locals. It's because it's Antifa and the police wouldn't dare police them properly. Oh wait, that's controversial to say in this country now. Don't you dare talk about two-tier policing because somebody's spying on you and will complain about you to social media. Insanity. But this is 18 seconds long. Let's check it out. Stop deportations. Is that what they're chanting? Mate, talk about people needing help. But moving on, Antifa, a Barbican hotel protest in London, the far left covering their faces with military-style balaclavas. Locals are asking why no police enforcement order to remove face masks. White liberals, man, I swear. It's just insane. Boy, oh boy. Welcome to England, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this clip here, posted by Ben Leo again, is almost a minute long, and he goes on to say, on the edge of kicking off here at the Barbican Migrant Hotel in London, masked Antifa pelting police with drinks, bottles, and missiles. And all of this is going viral, so much so that we even have people like Kelly J. Keane who have responded to this by saying, these violent lawless always seem to get away with it. If they were the Union flag flying working class, they'd be in the back of the police vans by now. Shameful. Again, facts. Everybody can see it. Everybody knows it happens. Wait, again, don't mention two-tier policing because you'll get into trouble. It's a total joke, but let's take a look at this video footage. These people are truly, you know, stunning and brave. Top tier. I don't even think they know what they're really protesting for. They just think it's racist. Oh, somebody said something bad. That is racist. Yeah, look, if that was people on the right, what do you think would be happening right now? It's crazy. Shame on you. Mate, get me off this planet. I'm being serious. I mean, what more can you really say, ladies and gentlemen? But to round this video off, let's check out this video here that is around 3 minutes long, but it's of this woman who is speaking for a lot of people in the country right now. Yeah, we're gonna hear some common sense. Let's get into it.
But the controversy surrounding this hotel in particular, Dawn, the Thistle in the Barbican in North London, is that there's been a spate, I'd say, according to the man on Sunday last month, around 90 hotel migrants here have been charged with various crimes in recent months. I must stress they've been charged yet. Some have been found guilty, but most of them are still accused. So we'll let the process of law take its place. But in terms of the numbers, Dawn, there are far more anti-racism protesters, stand up to racism, Antifa here. Far more of them at the moment than the anti-migrant protesters. Some here that they're holding banners and placards. Here's a woman holding a Union Jack defiantly, with squaring off against masked Antifa members. Can we see your sign, please, madam? Madam. It says. Can't quite see what the sign says, but literally squaring off here. A lone. I mean, it's the personification of Britain at the moment. A lone British woman, you know, by herself, defiantly holding up a Union Jack flag against a sea of Antifa masked protesters. This is her view. If we move round now, this is the view she's faced with as she stands alone holding her flag.
Ben, I don't know if you...
I'm surprised the police haven't arrested her for holding up that flag at this point.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, it looks like the police are attempting to move that lady with the Union flag on. Is that the case?
No, she's fine. They're creating a barrier. She's fine standing as she is. They're creating a protective barrier, as far as I can see, to kind of create a gap against the Antifa members. Let me see if I can speak so quickly. Madam, you've got 2 seconds. You're live on GB News. Why are you standing there so defiantly? Are you not intimidated by this lot? Why do you feel so strongly you have to stand here and hold the Union Jack along?
My grandchildren.
You fear for their future? What do you think of this lot turning up with their face masks?
Stop.
Okay.
No masks. No masks.
No masks?
No masks.
Okay.
If you're proud, no masks.
There we go, Dawn. Tensions, as I said, rising here. The police doing a decent job so far, but it feels like it's on the precipice of potentially boiling over. So for now, I'll scurry to safety. The lady, props to that woman there. You know, she must be about 50, 60. She's standing there defiantly by herself in front of a sea of masked Antifa members.
Yeah, she's got more courage than any of those Antifa members.
Last week, these people who turn up in masks, I don't know who they are, where they're from, what their intentions are, or who funds them, they can get very, very nasty indeed. I speak from personal experience.
Yeah, I wonder if there's agitators in there as well, sent by different NGOs.
And dare I say it, speaks for probably a lot of the country right now.
So for people outside of England, the UK, this is what is going on now here. This is the point it has reached. Let's just say it, man. It's reached boiling point now. We need massive change in this country. We really do. And it's still at this point. Blows my mind that when we had the election here, people genuinely woke up and thought, yeah, you know what? I'm going to vote for Labour because it's the best for the country. Really? Every single day there is a new embarrassment for the Labour government. It just seems like, you know, if you're a British person and you have concerns, people don't want to listen to you. But leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen, about everything discussed in this video. What are your thoughts on everything going on? I'd like to know. If you have enjoyed, once again, make sure to leave a like rating as it really, really helps out the video. Probably said a few things here that will get this video censored, so every like really does help. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Share this video, but until next time, it has been your very mean, hateful, controversial host, JD. That's what liberals sound like. But have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.